I spent 7 months as a CTO of a tech startup, and our team was drowning in tools that were supposed to make our lives better, such as Fireflies, Notion, Google Drive, Slack, and etc. And even though we used different tools, everything was still in chaos. But then I discovered something that completely changed how I think about running a business. And in this video, I want to share the exact struggle that I went through and the solution that I found. I was responsible for everything technical, so developing and product management, systems, tools, and processes. And we used all the right tools for managing our team. So we used Fireflies for note taking, and then Notion for task management, Google Drive for managing product briefs, and then Slack for communication. But then there's this repeated problem. We just simply cannot find the right information about the product. For example, if there's a new product that we want to plan for developing, we have product brief, and then we have product plan, and then we have a flowchart explaining how the product works and etc. And then these are scattered around in Notion, Google Doc, and Fireflies and different tools. So all of the context is scattered around, and we struggle to bring everything into one place. So we try to fix it by introducing a huge Notion databases and then switching to Jira, which is another project management tool for software development. And then we created clean folder structure for Google Drive, but none of them worked. It might have worked for a couple of weeks, but then it falls apart. And we kept on facing this struggle again and again. We even tried to use automation tools such as Zapier and NA10 to connect to different tools, but it didn't work, and it just added another layer of complexity, which just confused us further and didn't really fix our fundamental problem, where all of the context is scattered around and it's not centralized. Then I realized that the problem isn't that we don't have enough tools, but the problem is that we have too many, and none of them actually understand our business. But things start to change from here. I've been using Claude Code as a coding tool to code my web app that I was developing, but I started using it to generate product briefs and even connected Fireflies for getting meeting summary into my local environment inside Claude Code. And then things just started to get a lot easier to manage because I have all the context in one place. For example, when my team has a meeting with our product user who has feedback to us, the feedback that the user gives already sits inside the same project folder as the code base. So I can just use Claude Code, which has access to both, so it can understand the feedback from the user by looking at the meeting summary and then directly fix the code base in the same platform. And this has been a realization for me where I thought I can just bring everything into Claude Code, into this local environment to operate everything. And Claude Code has access to all of these files and context to operate the business, acting as an AI native operating system. And since I switched from using different tools to trying to put everything into one place inside Claude Code, things actually started to change. For example, the feature proposal that used to take me hours trying to pick all of the project briefs and information from different tools has shifted to just a single prompt that I type into Claude Code. It used to take hours, and now it takes minutes. And there are other noticeable results where it literally saves me hours. And here I start to get confident about using Claude Code as a centralized operating system for business. So here's the lessons I learned. First, your tools don't communicate to each other, and more tools won't fix it. I see that a lot of people especially on YouTube or in other SNS, are hyped over new ChatGPT models, new Gemini models, new AI tools, but they will never fix your solution fundamentally because they simply don't have enough context about your business. No matter how smart the AI is, or no matter how good the AI tool is that you're using, if it doesn't have enough context and it doesn't know about you, it can't generate the right output. And this is why you need to bring all the context in one place so that AI has the right context to complete the tasks in the right way. Lesson number 2. The most valuable thing isn't the tool, it's a system. Claude Code, ChatGPT, Gemini by itself, it's just really smart AI. But Claude Code with all of your business context, processes, templates that you use, and all the knowledge built in, this is going to be a business operating system instead of just another tool. And this is the message that I want to convey the most. You need to start building an operating system that actually fundamentally moves your business with AI. Lesson number 3, your system grows with your business, so start small and iterate constantly. Here's what nobody tells you. No system works perfectly from day one. Even if you use different project management tools, different AI tools, it never works perfectly from the beginning. When I started working on a startup as a CTO, I thought that I needed to design the perfect operation system for our startup and all of the standards from the beginning, but it never works like that. When you create an operation system for whatever your business is, this system grows gradually with your business. There's never a case where the system is perfect and you can just put business onto it. You need to keep improving the system. And this is no exception to Claude Code. Even if you make a AI native operation system by putting all of the context about your business in one place, you need to customize further to automate repetitive tasks by setting skills, sub-agents, commands, and etc. So you really need to keep improving the system instead of trying out different AI tools and hoping that something perfect and something magical is going to happen. In this video, I shared about my experience in working as a CTO in a startup and how I came to realize that Claude Code should be used as a fundamental operating system for any businesses. And in the future, I will be showing more contents about the actual execution and the actual configuration of Claude Code that you can actually start using to seamlessly integrate within your business. If you want to have a one-on-one coaching session with me to set up your Claude Code seamlessly right away, you can book a meeting with me from the link down below. And if you like this video and you want to know more about Claude Code, please subscribe and hit that like button. And thank you for watching.